Well, like you, I've noticed a lot of frustration on social media about the big box stores and the big chains, and you're looking for somewhere to shop where you can get groceries from a locally owned and operated business here in Ottawa. Well, we have found just the place. Cedars Co offers all the basics when it comes to groceries, but some really unique items as well. And one of the best parts, they have some of the best shawarma in the city.
The secret to our success at Cedars is selling local. Being an old Ottawa South, we from bridge to bridge cater to this niche of a community where they really like fresh produce and they love whole grains and different types of oats and homemade food. So they're looking to us for home cooked meals from scratch, which we make in our kitchen every day. Our business was impacted because of COVID-19. From the beginning of March, things drastically slowed down, particularly when the Premier announced that we would be going into a lockdown process, etc. So many people stayed home, didn't know what to do. Some people would sneak out with their masks on, wondering what the strategies are, what's in place for them, how they would be protected. We had the challenge with customers that were very fearful in coming into the store, so we put protection measures in place for them. We were one of the first stores in Ottawa to have plexiglass wall-to-wall, which you'll see at our shawarma section later. You'll also notice that at each cast station, we have over 6 feet of plexiglass to protect both the consumer and our workers. Now, we were also very affected. Not only does Cedars Co have 2 locations in Ottawa, we also have 5 restaurants in Ottawa, and those restaurants were highly impacted with people not knowing whether they should come into the restaurant. During the lockdown process, of course, they don't want to come in. However, the tents were an issue, and then if we proceed forward, an ongoing issue now is people going to do takeout, whether they should continue to do takeout or go through some of the other resources of delivery. So that's become a struggle for all of us on all levels. The supply chain was a huge issue during the pandemic for us in meeting the demand that customers needed, whether it was the hoarding of toilet paper, which didn't necessarily happen here. We had enough supply, thankfully. But there were other things like dried goods that we were having issues with sourcing. We initially thought about doing home delivery a few years ago. However, we did not have the staff on board in order to do home delivery, nor did we have the capacity as a very small local store. When COVID-19 hit, Brian, the owner of Cedars & Company, brought the idea to my attention and said, "What do you think of it?" And so I studied it overnight, came back with the idea of it's a must, let's start it tomorrow morning. We've been spearheading that from day one, and it has been very successful to people in Old Ottawa South, Alta Vista and Riverview community. However, we are very, very dedicated to distributing citywide now. So if people are self-isolating in quarantine, have immunocompromised issues, we're definitely there for them. There is a minimalistic fee for travel. However, they're very happy when they receive food in a box on their doorstep that's fresh. Our home delivery is an email process. If they email brian@cedarsandco.ca, and they provide a substantial order of their necessities from milk to yogurt to eggs, all of their dairy products, as well as any dry goods they might have, any poultry, any meats, etc., as well as produce. They outline that, provide their home address so we can calculate delivery options for them. In the community is a small $5 fee within Old Ottawa South. In the other communities, because we have to venture a little bit further, gas is time, time is money, and so is it to hire somebody to do that. Now, luckily, we do have somebody in-house that's doing it. However, we'd like to reciprocate that effort. So home delivery is done through email. For those that cannot email, particularly seniors that do not have access to the internet or any computer capabilities, feel free to call me and I will write down your order for you and have it delivered the next business day. When it comes to the amount of people that are leaving their home to come here, they're actually afraid. They fear leaving their homes. The minute they hear lockdown, it becomes worrisome for everyone. We appreciate that everyone wears their mask, and I think in going forward, if we all choose that effort to wear a mask, we wouldn't need the need for a lockdown.